we have put in the transfers for the Chinese. What? The baloney?
Karate!
Ed, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, what's up, Jose? Well, I'm just doing a little karate! You know, if we are going to appeal to the Chinese markets, we need to get into the head of the Chinese. I watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon like 10 times. I'm becoming one with their ancient ways. Karate!
Karate. Zlatan? Of course. What are you doing here? Zlatan is black belt in karate. Alright. Well, the scouts have come back, and we feel that Hongmin Sun is the best player to target.
Whoa, Jose, you only bringing in one Chinese player?
Yes, we don't need more than one.
What we need is them fat stacks of Chinese cash flowing into our coffers, Jose. Now, one's okay, but by two players, we make 2 times the profit.
But
What was that? I can't hear you over all the sound of this karate. Karate!
You want karate? You're just yelling karate. Forget it.
Love you, Jose. Karate!
Oh, welcome back, you lovely weirds, to this, the FIFA 17 storyline career mode. You heard the man. We had to go ahead and get ourselves some Chinese players. But before that, I want to do a little shout out to Coke Esports for what they did to me early last week. Quick little story time right here. You might have seen this little thing. I'm going to link it up right here. Bing. And that'll link basically B4 Lancer, the Sidemen, T-Ray All Day, Flickify. They all got this care package from Coke. And apparently they had gotten like an email from a couple months back saying, you know, Coke Esports was asking them for their address. So, you know, I wasn't bitter at all that I didn't get one. You know what I'm saying? So, but okay, I was a little bit bitter. So what I did was I went ahead and I made my own. Because I don't need you, Coke. I don't need you. So I went ahead and I made my own version. As you can see right here, I got my own FIFA. My own controller's better. The Powerade bottle. Got the Coke and my own box, you know? You got the Coca-Cola Presents. You gotta cross out the DC shoes and all that stuff. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, right? And I tweeted that out to Coke Esports. They tweeted me back. And then 2 days later, asking for my address, this is what I get in the mail. They sent me my own. They sent me a real one. Yo, Coke Esports sent me an actual box, the real deal. So you get the copy of FIFA, the Coke, the Powerade bottle, and an actual controller. And they sent me this letter. Let's go ahead and read it right here. Hey Nathan, we saw the Coke Esports package you made. While it's totally awesome, we figured you might appreciate the real thing instead. Enjoy, Coke Esports. Yo, Coke for life. I'm never drinking up another Pepsi product ever. Coke Esports. You're a legend. You're a freaking legend. So yeah, that happened. Can I get some likes? Can I get 200 likes on this episode? Because Coke Esports are absolute legends. Now, in this episode, we're going ahead closing out the transfer window. In the next episode, you're going to get a taste. We're going up against Manchester City in the derby. Oh, I cannot wait. But we got to close out these transfers. Ed Woodward saying one Chinaman is not enough. You know what's better than one Chinaman? Another Chinaman. So we're going to go ahead and try to bring in both Hongmin Sun as well as Keisuke Honda. And then we're going to keep on going on. I want you guys to vote. Do you want this to be an accelerated career mode, or do you want me to kind of take my time? So I'm going to leave it up to you guys in the vote right here. Do you want, let's say, you know, just a couple of weeks, a month, 2 months? Vote, and then we'll go on with that. Now, we were already kind of flirting with him in the last one. Now we're going to go ahead and accept this offer from Mr. Hongmin Sun. Welcome to Manchester.
Ever since I left the city, ever since I left the city, ever since I left the city,
There you guys go, Mr. Hongmin Sun. He had a mixed season his first season at Tottenham, and there were rumors that he might be leaving, during the summer. So I think it's a little bit, safe to say that he's a semi-realistic target that we could have latched onto. And we've had great traditions with the likes of Korean players in Park Ji-sung. So why not go ahead and bring in? He's a tricky, powerful, swift, clinical striker / winger that we can play on either side right here. 5-star weak foot, high work rates, and he's quite big. Finesse shot and the long shot taker trait. He's been absolutely having a sensational start to the season with Tottenham this year. Now we got one big fish. Let's get the second big fish over here. We're going ahead and getting in for Keisuke Honda. Now that we're out of the transfer window, I still want you guys to go ahead and be hitting me up with the hashtag suggestions. And it's still open, guys. I will be revealing who has won the copy of FIFA 17 in the next Manchester United career mode. I do go ahead and promise that in. So go ahead, leave your comment suggestions to go ahead and be entered in to do that as we go up in this match right here. And this is the reason why I usually wasn't going to play a lot of these like EFL matches. But the reason why I want to do this is I want to give a couple of the youngsters a little bit of run. As Jose Mourinho had said in real life, he wants the cup matches to come around so that he can give opportunities to the younger players. I think he's learned his lessons from his time at Real Madrid, at Chelsea, that he needs to be able to rotate the players to keep them happy. I think he lost the dressing room at Chelsea because he was so ruthless in the way that he went about not giving certain players, maybe senior players, the chances to play. And thus, because of that, there's just some camaraderie, there's some loyalty between the players. I think that's why he ended up losing the locker room or the changing room at Chelsea. So we're going up against this EFL Cup, up against Sheffield United, Manchester United. We're starting a lot of the youngsters, a lot of debuts actually in this one. Jonathan Tah and Zuma, a partnership that not many Manchester United fans have ever heard of. We're gonna go ahead and be doing that, and we should go ahead and vote right here. What number should we be giving Mr. Hummin's son? He's the 7. But that's Memphis's number, so I'm thinking maybe 17. That technically was Blynn's old number. Why not go ahead and give it to him? Now Fellaini linking up with Schneiderlin from distance. Ooh, tickling the crossbar from that far. And now onto it over here. Look at this, looking like Sunderland in those jerseys. And now Duffy, scintillating, whizzing one past the post, and then Memphis absolutely drilling past, flying past another, laying it across, puts it on a plate for Rashford. Heavy touch. And unfortunately cannot slot it underneath, but then Rashford once again so powerful, so much acceleration, rinses off one defender, slots it back across, get into Fellaini, gets it back to Rashford, and once again denied. He was hungry, but he could not feed the hippos right there. Mattiello going inside to Memphis, this time again denied. We were so close, but we just could not get the finishing touch. But now, on the edge of halftime, Memphis Depay steps up, curls it in, and another great save from the keeper. Rigid defensive stuff from Sheffield United in this match, and we were starting to get a little bit nervous in the second half right here. Not all too much going on, and now Memphis hits him with a little bit of the turn right there, gets it across, and it's inside for it. Oh no! Lovely scoop turn from the man, nothing going on, and we needed a bit of magic, and who else but Mr. Memphis Depay coming through in the clutch. Triple tap cross. Rashford waiting at the back post, so the defender had to make something of it. Otherwise, it's going in the back of his net regardless. And it was all through the magic that is Mr. Memphis Depay. And that is it. A lot of chances, not very clinical from us, but we were the more dominant team. Barely, any shots on target from Sheffield United. And it was good to see the youngsters out there get a little bit of press. But we're going to go ahead and get into this. We're selling some players, and there we go. Contract offer accepted for Mr. Keisuke Honda. Welcome to Manchester United. Alright, welcome to the squad, Mr. Keisuke Honda, and what you saw in that package was everything that has kind of made me fall in love with this player right here. We all know that he can bang him in from distance and he can put in, you know, some absolute delightful free kicks, but it's those through balls, man, the vision and the through balls and the short passing that made it so attractive, because those are the type of balls that are money, that are killers in FIFA 17. And you know, the threaded through balls, the ability to ping it and cross it to the back post, that is what you want, man. That is absolutely what you want in this game, and I'm very excited to go ahead and have Keisuke Honda. I think, you know, he's going to start behind Draxler, but in some matches, maybe he might actually be a better matchup, and you even saw that he can put in a decent tackle in here. So a complete, flexible, industrious player we're adding into the squad for depth. I'm liking it already. We were kind of forced into this from... Ed Woodward, but the more and more that I see these players, I'm like, yo, I'm kind of liking it. And we're kind of doing this because, remember when we originally heard about the new improvements to FIFA 17 career mode, that they were like, oh, you need to improve your brand exposure to, you know, China, to America, and that kind of stuff. That stuff never made it into the complete game. I don't know what it was, but I don't know what's going on. And look at absolute, I'm just showing you this. Nothing's going to come from it, but Saul is an absolute beast. He's our best midfielder, and I'm saying that because Pogba is absolutely fantastic, but look at this, Saul linking up, winning it, going in with the short passes. He can do it freaking all. Now Fabinho, onto this, going into Mkhitaryan. What is he going to do? Fires it across the post, fires it in the back, but who is there on the back post? Go ahead, predatory. Anthony Martial off of the mark, starting a little bit slow for us, much like he did in real life, finally off of the mark this past weekend. And there you go. They have a fun little animation. Next time you score, try running behind your goal. And they do this like kind of run celebration where they kind of run backwards and the rest of the team comes and celebrates it. But yeah, there we go. Predatory from serial murderer himself, number 11, Anthony Martial. Oh, yes. Delightful, delightful. Opening up his bank account on season. Hopefully we get a couple more on season for him. Now, look at this. Vai going ahead winning it alongside. And this is one to take a look at Saul. He's the one who pretty much won this ball. And now Ibrahimovic actually going to use some little bit of old man game, using his bit of pace, keeps on running, no one's going to close down, gets it over to Saul, who pings it across. And it will go down as an own goal, but we all know who it is. This is what I'm telling you, man. Saul is our best player. Because you better call Saul. You gotta. Look at the Hull City fans, man. The Hull City fans are absolutely distraught because it is demolition derby days over here. Look at that. Should that go down as an own goal? Maybe he would have pushed it a little bit further in target. But with 35 minutes gone, it's been absolutely all Manchester United in this match. And now look at this. Ibrahimovic stealing it away. Julian Draxler, patient stuff. Oh, beautifully slotted over. Rewarding the man for his industry right there. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic doing the LeBron James. Oh, pump it down. Pump it up. Ladies and gentlemen, and look at this beautiful late time, patient. That's what you need to be in this game, man. Don't force anything. Just patiently wait for that second so your striker to go ahead, go beyond the back line, and then thread that ball in. Low driven across body. I've been practicing, and now we get to go ahead and do the little LeBron dance. 3 goals in the Prem, not all too bad for the start of the season for the Big Zlot. Pretty much what he's doing in real life here. Now, that'll be it for the first half. But will Hull mount a little bit more teeth in the second half, or will we be going ahead and doing more of the same? There we go. Linking it into the middle. Going across, and that almost slipped in somehow. I do not know how, but it actually did. And now flipping it over to Big Zlatan. Ibrahimovic going to the byline. Flips it with the cheeky chips and barely over the post. The scenes if you would actually landed that audaciousness right there. Look at this, not too far off indeed. The man dove underneath it, and that was for just going. Jose's a little bit ticked there. He wanted 4 right there, but then he's going to go ahead and take out Zlatan. 4 shots, only 1 goal, not the most killing goal, but we want to go ahead and get Keisuke Honda as well as Heung-min Son into this match. Get Woodward happy, get the Asian fans happy. Why not let it fly? Now Rashford onto the ball right here. He's going to try to lay it through. Keisuke Honda was pretty much going in on goal. But there we go, guys. I also want you guys to vote. Keisuke Honda's last number was 10 at AC Milan. Do we give him number 10? or do we give Draxler the number 10? Let me go ahead and let's go ahead and show me, you know, what you think in the polls right here. Now we're gonna go ahead and pretty much advance it. Not too much going. We're trying to loan out some players. We're trying to sell some of the youngsters that we're just not going to use. Sean Ghost over there. You know, we got to give him playtime because they don't have high enough potential and they're just never going to get into the team. So I was curious, you know, if something big started to happen, maybe we'll go ahead and send him out. But as you can see right here, Juan Mata and Jimenez were the big ones. But then, you know, on the death of deadline day, Verratti coming in and going ahead and signed for Manchester City. So they're going ahead and strengthening up their reserves. We're going to go ahead and move on another youngster right here. And if we go over, look at that. 53 million for Verratti to Manchester City. They were not done. And then 42 million for Thiago over to freaking Spurs. I wasn't even the biggest guy. And look at that, 57. That's the classic. Alaba to Juventus. Who could have predicted that one? FIFA 17, same as FIFA 16 right here, man. But we go ahead and get through the deadline day. We sell 2 of the younger players. And one of you guys have been pestering me. It's just like, it's so annoying. Please sell, you know, get rid of all the emails. Well, there you go. I'm gonna get rid of all of them. I'll do my best to keep up with that. And now that is gonna be pretty much it for this episode, because in the next one we have the Manchester Derby and a taste of Europa football along with Watford. If you did enjoy this episode, go ahead and smoosh your nipple just hard right into that like button right here. My name's B Martins. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember, stay yourself, stay humble, be weird, man.